Branded for life. United States, 1850s. The punishment begins as an object, not a sentence. Iron is heated until it turns the color of warning. It is made to fit flesh like a stamp. They do not just want pain, they want a label. A body is turned into a signpost. The crowd does not need to hear the story. They only need to see the scar. After the screaming stops, the mark remains. Cloth is pulled aside to show ownership. A runaway can return, but the body returns changed. The scar makes introductions unnecessary. It speaks for the owner even when the owner is gone. Patrols learn to read skin like paperwork. The mark turns a human into a category. No name is needed when the scar answers first. The story spreads faster than the runaway ever could. The mark becomes a warning delivered in silence. It is not only punishment, it is prevention. The body remembers what the mind tries to forget. The scar does what chains cannot. Long after the iron cools, the mark still works. It turns escape into something you carry forever. They branded the future onto the skin.
Hunted like animals. Brazil, 1700s. The hunt is not rage, it is paid work. The tools are prepared before anyone runs. Escape creates a market. Hunters memorize roads, rivers, and crossings. The forest is not mystery to them, it is geometry. The chase is planned like a shipment. The alarm is simple, someone is missing. The decision is made in minutes. A human becomes a direction. The first evidence is not a witness, it is dirt. A footprint becomes a sentence. The trail is not followed, it is measured. Dogs are not companions, they are equipment. Hunger is used to sharpen them. When the leash drops, the forest becomes loud. The runaway does not see the hunters, only the signs. Distant barking turns the trees into walls. Every choice becomes smaller than the last. The hunters do not chase forever, they cut off exits. The river becomes a locked door. The trap works because it was built first. Capture is not the end, proof is. The body is returned like lost cargo. Payment closes the story. The forest stays. The hunt stays with it. They turned escape into an industry.
Broken in public. France, 1760s. Public punishment is built like architecture. It is placed where everyone must pass. The crowd gathers early as if for a show. Some bring children to learn the lesson. The punishment begins in their faces. The prisoner is dragged in like a prop for the stage. The chain announces guilt before any words. The platform waits like an open mouth. The device is shown clearly so the crowd understands. Pain is designed, not improvised. The body is locked into place. The crowd becomes part of the punishment. They watch pain as if it belongs to them. The goal is not only injury, it is humiliation. Shame travels farther than screams. The prisoner learns that escape ends here. When the crowd leaves, the platform remains. Wood and iron wait for the next body. Public punishment is not justice, it is advertising. They broke people so the crowd would obey. Worked until collapse. Russian Empire, 1800s. The punishment is not chains, it is work. Time is measured in output, not days. Labor camps are built far from witnesses. Distance replaces walls. Prisoners arrive already exhausted. The work begins immediately. Stone is pulled from the earth by force. Bodies replace machines. Collapse is treated as inefficiency. There is no finished quota. Work continues past failure. Exhaustion becomes visible before death. Weakness is treated as refusal. When one body fails, another takes its place. The worksite does not slow down. The camp produces stone, not survivors. Collapse is built into the system.
Mutilated to stop escape.
Ottoman Empire, 1600s. The goal is not punishment after escape, it is prevention before the next one. The body is treated like a problem to be solved. Running requires legs, gripping requires hands. Take those away and escape collapses. The act is done indoors, away from witnesses. Silence is part of the method. The runaway is brought in already restrained. There is no trial to interrupt the process. The injury is chosen for its usefulness. It is meant to slow, not to kill. Survival is expected. Recovery is not. The injury becomes a visible sentence. Movement becomes negotiation with pain. Distance is shortened permanently. Others see the damage and adjust their plans. Escape stops before it begins. The system does not need chains when bodies are altered. They damaged the body to control the future.
Caged and displayed.
England, 1750s. The cage is built before the prisoner is chosen. It waits in public view. It is placed where travel cannot avoid it. Distance turns it into a landmark. People slow down before they understand why. The object does the explaining. Eventually, the cage is no longer empty. The display replaces the trial. Days turn the body into material. Weather becomes part of the sentence. Curiosity fades into routine. Children learn the shape before the reason. Even when the body is gone, the structure stays. Absence becomes part of the threat. The cage teaches without speaking. They built fear that did not need guards.
Sold again, worse. Caribbean colonies, 1700s. The system begins with numbers, not bodies. Value is imagined before it is assigned. A body will be fitted into this space. The first buyer looks for strength. The body is measured like equipment. Escape has not happened yet. After escape, value is recalculated. Strength is replaced by risk. Price falls, demand remains. Ownership changes on paper first. The body follows later. Distance resets responsibility. Each transfer removes memory. What arrives is already used. The next owner pays less and demands more. Recovery is not included in the price. Output replaces care completely. Each resale shortens the expected future. The body becomes temporary equipment. Eventually, the body costs more than it produces. At that point, ownership stops caring. Resale is not mercy, it is extension. They sold suffering forward until it broke.
Killed as an example.
Ancient Rome, 70s CE. Execution begins before the body appears. Location is chosen for visibility, not privacy. Distance is part of the punishment. The sentence is designed to be seen repeatedly. Routine replaces urgency. The body arrives after the stage is ready. The act is simple. The placement is not. The method matters less than the message. No announcement is needed. Time does the work after death. The warning remains when soldiers leave. Repetition turns horror into geography. Travelers learn where they are by what they see. Fear becomes a landmark. The body is not removed quickly. Decay is part of the instruction. The lesson outlives the crime. Memory replaces force. Authority no longer needs to chase. The example has already been set. They killed one body to discipline thousands.